Hey, hello, hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome, who's in here? Lee, hi. Lee takes out the trash and recycles, put out a variety of finger foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, puts out some salted caramel M&Ms, my favorite, Nutella with white dark and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruit out for everybody. Thank you, Lee. Salted caramels. I love those. Mm. So, how are you guys doing? Hi, Lee. Thank you for taking out the trash and putting up the snacks. People can come in and enjoy themselves. How are you doing, Lee? How's Lenore doing? Hey, Raylene. Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing, sweetie? Haven't seen you forever. I saw you in Shay's live, so I know you were okay and well, but I haven't seen you in here. Oh, that is good, Lee. That's good. Hopefully soon you will be all well again. Oh, I just had dinner. We went to Burger King for the first time in at least 4 years. We can't remember when the last time was, but it was before COVID. So at least 4 years by now. And now I'm stuffed. And I kind of remember why I don't go there very often. I mean, I love burgers. That's not it. I do prefer them homemade, though. Raylene is fine. BK is the best. Who's BK and what is BK? I'm sorry. I don't get it. Who's BK? I'm sorry if you told me, but I'm memory. Oh yeah, Burger King. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. I do prefer homemade burgers. They do taste a whole lot better. But I was having a garage sale today in the Owners Associates out here. Hey, Leanne, you're working on Secret Garden. How do you like it? Yes, I had the garage sale, and David was out biking with his coworkers. So, ouch, we weren't. I wasn't done until 4 p.m. and David was um, showering and whatnot. So we went to Burger King just because time was flying and I didn't feel like pizza. So Burger King it was. You had In and Out. I don't know. That is a kind of a burger joint too, right, Leanne? Bonjour, Melanie. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. So yeah, I tried to sell some of all the Tupperware from back when I was a consultant, and to sell some yarn and some knitted stuff, but didn't really sell anything. Leanne is from California, but we just got one a few months ago. Oh, okay. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing? How is Sebastian doing? Huh. Okay. Well, we don't have those over here. We have Burger King and McDonald's and Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard. And in Copenhagen, they have KFC. And I think that is it. Yeah, I think that's it for the American burger joints. I don't think we have. No, that's it. So we just have Sunset Boulevard, Burger King, and McDonald's. We do have two McDonald's in my city, and just one, yeah. Leanne, we have a Hard Rock Cafe in Copenhagen, so not here. Just have that in Copenhagen. Michelle is doing okay, and Sebastian is all right. Guess what Friday is for me? Your birthday? Is it your birthday? You've been to the one in Copenhagen, Leanne? Happy birthday, Michelle! Yay! So how young are you? Are you turning this time? I haven't even been to the Hard Rock Cafe in Copenhagen. I have been to Hard Rock Cafe in Berlin when I lived down there. You're gonna be 42. Well, congratulations, Michelle. I'll be 45 in September. So, yeah, we're getting there, don't we? But yeah, sadly, I didn't really sell a lot. I sold some princess containers, Tupperware, to um, one of the other gals in the board of the owners association. Her youngest has just started preschool. Well, it isn't really preschool like you know it, but when you the summer, well, the spring before you start school, they have this kind of like after school program, preschool program, where you can bring in your kids until they go to school, mostly about an hour and a half before school, and then 2, 3 hours after school. So when the kids are ready to go to school, they begin there in April, and then school begins in August. So her little girl has begun that now, and they needed some little containers to, bring snacks to, for the afternoon and before lunch. So those were a good size for that. So those are sold. But I mean, I still have a garage full of Tupperware. Oh, yeah. And I have to empty it out because we need a garage bag. Right now, there's stuff everywhere out there. I had hoped to sell more. But that's life. And then we will. David suggested that since it was all out and everything was priced, to take a bunch of pictures. What kind of a bird are you? Is that a very, very fat blackbird? I have no idea what kind of bird that is. Anywho, uh, to take a bunch of pictures and put it into Marketplace. That isn't a blackbird. I'm sorry, I'm preoccupied by the bird out there on our mailbox. That is one weird looking bird. It kind of looks like a female blackbird, but it's kind of bigger. I don't know. Anyway, sorry about that. It's because I have the bird feeder right outside, so I can see it every time the birds come, and the bigger ones grab my attention. We do have doves coming to try to eat from it, and I usually go out there and chase them away because I don't want them to eat that food for the little ones. It is a bird feeder primarily made for the little birds, but apparently the doves have figured out that if they stuff in their head, they can get to the food. And I'm kind of sitting here every time I wish you'd get stuck in that thing that keeps you out of the bird feeder. I mean, your head should just get stuck and then somebody could go outside and ring it. That's not nice. I'm sorry. But I'm just not a big fan of doves. Even though it's kind of sad because we are actually the ones, the human race, we're the one who domesticated doves. And then when we got the phones and stuff like that, we just discarded them, made them fend for themselves without them even knowing how to. So it's basically ingrained in the DNA to be around people in hope of them giving them food. You have doves, Leanne, you have mornings and white wing. Yeah, they're noisy. That's really, yeah. Well, um, yeah. Well, the more pigeons, aren't they? Yeah, I think they're more pigeons than doves. And then we have, oh God, um, what's the name of those big birds that we often see by the sea? Trying to eat fish and whatnot. They're called. Oh my God, I know it. Yeah, seagull. That's the name of them, Lee. Yeah, right, seagulls. We have those out here too, and I'm like, get out of my hair. They're so big. I mean, some of those seagulls reach me to my knee. And I know I'm not that tall. I know that. But I mean, that is at least a foot. Yeah. You don't have them at your feeders? Lucky you. Yes. Very. And then we have crow birds, the different types of crows. And then we have one of those. Ah, I just lost all my stitches here. Hang on a second. Oh no. That's what I'm getting for trying to knit while chatting with you guys. Okay, I think I got them. Um, what's the name of those? Um, sorry for the boring subjects of birds. um, Sparrowhawks. Yeah, we do have a lot of little sparrow birds. I mean, right now I have 5, 6 little sparrows out there, but we have the sparrowhawks, and I'm really trying to keep them away because I don't want those. I want the sparrows in my garden, and it looks so funny when they're out there and they eat all at once, and then they hear something and skedaddle. They're all gone. I wonder what that one bird is called. It's kind of like a crow, but it has a specific name. I just forgot the name in Danish, and then it isn't easy. Nope, that's not it. A rook? Is that a word? No, not a raven. Um, a rook. ROOK. You know those? Blackbirds we have. Ravens. Yeah, it's kind of it's a raven kind, but this is a rook. If that's what the name is. Let's take other. Um, yeah, rook. Do you know those? They are loud, especially when they have um, the little birds. My God, in the city downtown, they have so many of them, and they keep people up at night because they're so loud. I mean, even the seagulls aren't that loud, or the pigeons for that matter. Hi, Dawn. How are you doing, sweetie? So, yeah, we do have some obnoxious birds, and then out here we have all the little sparrows. I love them. So, yeah. Oh, and yesterday, my godson was confirmed. That was such a nice day. And he is the sweetest. I'm good, I'm good. I'm tired, but good tired. So he was confirmed yesterday, and so we had to get up early because the confirmation was at 9:30 at the church. So up early, um, and then, well, it's funny, and at the same time it's kind of sad because my mom is helping out at the church where Genders was confirmed. And you would think that she would know that when Genders would, you know, be confirmed, that she would know that David and I would be there. But when we walked in the door, she had a hard time finding, you know, how to look, what face to put on. And we walked in and said hi, and she couldn't really say hi. She was more, if you're sitting with Gendust, he is enrolled, blah blah blah. Otherwise, there is a few spots up in the back. And I was like, okay, thank you. I was like, well then, that was pleasant. Hi, nice to meet you. So yeah, that's my mom. Anyway, yeah. But we were sitting at the row that Jandust and his family had. So he was confirmed and he looked good in black pants and a shirt. And then after church, we drove home for a little bit because we wouldn't go to the venue until 1 p.m. So we got there, and I have had the best time making his present. I had bought a plastic sugar ball, and I had David cut it about in half. And then I had put in, some newspapers to make it a little more sturdy, and put in some crepe paper and stuff like that. And then I have bought. We have these candies. They're caramels that is covered with chocolate. We call them gold caramels. I don't know why, but that's what they call. They're wrapped. And then I bought some Haribo gold gummies. Again, gold. So I had the gummies, the Haribo gummies. I had those in the bag they came in, but all these little um, gold caramels I had poured all over the place. Then I had bought these little flags, so a little more sturdy, and I had wrapped money around it. So stuffed those into the chocolate thingies, and then I had, you know, wrapped it. And I was kind of like, I wonder what he's saying. I had on purpose bought a cheap plastic ball because I kind of knew if I had bought a a leather ball and cut that one open, I would never hear the end of it. How I was ruining a good a soccer ball. So yeah, but the family is Kurdish from Syria, so we had Kurdish food and Kurdish music and Kurdish dance, and most of the guests were also Christian. We had a few Muslims, but you know what? Okay. But one of the girls, I don't can't remember if that was a cousin or just one of their friends' daughters. She was singing the most beautiful hymns in Arab. Hi, Tammy. How are you doing, Tammy? So yeah, that was beautiful. And even though we were six native Danish people there, and none of us understand Arab or Kurdish, I'm good. I'm good. Um, but we the melody was beautiful, and then there was kind and sweet enough to translate them, roughly after she was done singing, and they were beautiful hymns. So yeah, and the food was amazing. I love Kurdish food, well, Syrian food. So yeah, and then I like this tradition. Then when Jandas was opening up his presents, he would read out the cards and then open the presents while everybody looked, and then he would come to the persons, give them a hug, and say thank you. And I was like, I like that idea. I mean, that way, everybody gets the attention. Yeah, Tammy, I tried my best. And I told her, I would look into where she could buy some glue that could help her. But since I wasn't home all day yesterday and today I was busy with the garage sale, I have by now gotten about 50 messages that says, "Hi Mia, how are you?" Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? I can't do this right now. I'm busy. Oh dear, yeah. And I was trying to explain to that person about premium diamond painting companies, which kind of like, why? Because you want to get some nice quality diamond paintings. Yeah. Um, that's, yeah. It's okay, Tammy. I will get back to her. Um, I just had a busy weekend. I even told her that it would be a busy weekend. So I'm like, I'll get back to you when when I'm done with all the stuff. So yeah. I hope it's okay because I want to show you a picture. Um, Hang on, I need to find it. Uh, my computer is slow. Hang on, do I still have it in here? I did. There you go. And then down, down. Hang on. There you go. And down. And then, no, not end stream. That's. Well, some people don't get it done. I. The funny thing is, she is from Britain but lives in Germany, so it isn't a language barrier because even if she was just German, I could talk to her. But yeah, I don't get it. Why? No. Hmm. Why won't it show? Hang on, let's try again. I don't know what's going on here. Hang on, I'm trying to show you a picture from yesterday. Um, okay. Let's see. Hi, Charlotte. How are you doing? There you are. Thank you. That is my godson and me from yesterday. He's a handsome young man, and he grew over my head. I mean, when did I look horrible in that picture? But anyway, yeah, he's my boy. I can't call him my baby anymore, can I? But he was when I met him in 16. Look at my eyes. Oh my God. But besides from that, I look good. Thank you, Lee. Yeah, he's my boy. And his little brother is adorable. He keeps coming running up to me and giving me a hug. Thank you, Don. Yes, he is. He is a cute, handsome young man. Yeah. And every time, he saw me, anybody yesterday, we got a hug or something like that. I was like, "Aw." Yeah, he will always be my baby. He is one adorable, handsome young man. So we got lots of hugs. Oh, thank you, Raylene. Um, he gave lots of hugs and he was so grateful the entire day. Um, and then when we were taking this picture, and there was also a group picture taken, and he was next to me. And, when I got up next to him, he, kissed my forehead, it was like, oh, do you know how much I love you, kid? But yeah. But they're growing. I'm teeny tiny, I know that, but they're all growing over my head. So yeah, and the little brother Laotian keeps running up to me and giving me a hug. And hi, Alana. You have family over? That's okay. How are you doing, sweetie? Family is important. Tell me your grandson is the youngest of three. Yeah. It's kind of like my sister's girls. They're all my girls. They are my girls, my little princesses, my rascals. Yeah. I have a tendency, I don't know why, to call people pumpkins. Well, the Danish equivalent to pumpkins. It's kind of like the direct translations again is plum. You would have to bend over just to let your arm rest on top of your head. How tall are you, Lee? Then I will try to translate it into centimeters. David is 190 centimeters, 196. Hang on. How tall is that? Oh, you're almost 2 meters. Wow. Yeah, you're a little taller than David. Oh, I want to show you another picture. Hopefully that is okay too by the people in it. Where? There you go. Hmm. There you have it. So this is David, me, Jandust, Lao Xin. This is my friend Inge and her husband Steve. Steve, Inge, and I are, well, I'm the godmom, and they were also present at the baptism. David was there too, but he wasn't up there when they were baptized. But Jan just wanted a picture of all of us, and Lao Xin wanted in on the picture as well. So yeah, but it was nice seeing them, and we were six um, ethnical Danish people there. The rest of them were Kurdish or Syrian in general. But yeah, look at that little rascal in the middle. Yeah, he was outside running all day playing with balloons and I don't know what, and he just had a party. And when he was inside eating, he would run outside 5 seconds later to play with kids outside. There were another party next door, and they had a bunch of kids too, so they would play outside. And then when the females, most females, were dancing some of these Kurdish dances, the Danish children outside would would you know be outside the windows looking in at the dancing, and they were basically like open mouth and whatnot. And then there was a little girl, uh, maybe 7, 8, and she was so adorable. She would try to dance, danced a little and listening to the music. But those kids, they got a party they wouldn't forget. So yeah, but it was a nice day. And I sent the picture of Genders to me. I sent that to him when we got home, and he was, so grateful, and he had had a good day, and it would be a day that he would never forget. And thank you for being there. And I was like, oh no, thank you for letting us be a part of your big day. Thank you for being an amazing host. And yeah, he did a speech in the beginning, and he did well. David talked to him and told him, that was a good speech. And it was like, I was so nervous. Well, it's the first real speech that you're given. So of course you're nervous. We all would be. I mean, we have all been the nervous part, when we had to give a speech for the first time. I mean, I remember when I was confirmed and I had to do a speech. It was horrible. I made a mistake somewhere. But yeah, he did good. He did good. I'm still stuffed. But yeah. And then when we came home, I was weaving in a billion ends on my dishcloths because I needed to wash them so that they could be ready for today. And then I didn't sell any of them. I mean, hello. I had hoped to sell some of my knitted stuff. Then after I washed it, I found out that the little sweater I think I showed you last week, um, I hadn't weaved in the ends, and for some reason that totally flew over my head. So I was trying to weave in the ends while I was sitting outside waiting for people to show up and possibly buying something. But it isn't easy weaving in ends while you're in a big jacket because it's been freezing today. We have had beautiful sunshine, but if you weren't in the sun, it was cold. So I have had the hardest time, you know, warming up since I got in again at 4, I have just been cold. Even though I was trying to sit in the sun, through the window so you can get nice and toasty again. But no. It wasn't until we were in the car going to Burger King I was like, "Oh, now I'm getting." Lee, there was actually a bunch of people. They walked around, they looked at stuff, but like people said they didn't really need anything. They just, took the chance to walk around and meet some folks out here that they didn't normally speak to, but they didn't, need anything. Most people that bought something got some stuffed animals or some toys from some of the other people selling children's stuff. So I'm like, yeah. But most of us didn't really sell anything. But it was nice talking to people, and there were some new folks out here that I haven't met before, but I knew they were out here. And if you were in the sun, it was amazing. I mean, every now and then I would get out to the pavement and I would just, enjoy the sun on my face. But yeah, in the garage it was cold because that was in shadow. But yeah, but most people were liking the idea. But it's kind of like, well, if you don't sell anything, then we could maybe do something else that would let people meet each other. I don't know. I mean, we need to talk about it in the board so that we know what to do. I don't know. We need to figure it out. But it was fun. And I had a lot more Tupperware than I thought I had. Oh dear boy. I was actually kind of surprised when I got all of it down. I was under the impression that I had like one big bag, and then when David started hauling it down, I was like, no, no, there has to be be a mistake here. I had 3 big bags and then a tote. And I was like, where does all this Tupperware come from? I have totally forgotten that it was that much. And I was like, well, some of it has to go. Some of it has to be sold because that is a lot of Tupperware just sitting there. Yeah. Melanie, you love Tupperware. Me too, but I have too much. Undelivered sales, right? When I was a consultant, we got so much stuff. If our team reached this sales, blah, 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 everybody on the team gets this. If you have this many parties in this many weeks, the team gets blah, blah. Basically, that's what it is. If during big weeks the team gets whatever many sales or parties, you get this at the end of big weeks. I'm like, yes. So most of what, I mean, I had so much. I've sold a lot of it already, but yeah. Tammy, your mom sold Tupperware when you were growing up, so you have some of the old Tupperware. Yeah, I don't think my mom ever sold. No, she sold Shangri-La. I don't know if you know that. That was some soap and shampoo and stuff like that. Very, very popular. Your mom, Tuli? Shangri-La? Yeah, that's what my mom was selling. I don't know if you know that, but it was really popular over here. Leanne, you sold Tupperware too, so I'm guessing you have a bunch of stuff as well. I have sold a lot of it, but now I'm just like, I need to get rid of some more. Lee, your grandmother sold Avon well into her 80s. What is that? Is that also soaps and shampoos and stuff like that? I have no idea what that is. But isn't it funny with all this multi-level marketing things is so popular? I have read that Tupperware is at risk for going bankrupt next year. Melanie, our generation grew up on Tupperware and still loves it. When I go thrift, I often find great Tupperware finds. See, I don't even look for Tupperware. I have some bowls that I would love to get some more of, the Avanti ones. Um, but I prefer them new. But those are the bowls that I would say, okay, I have a certain size that I would love to get at least, I don't know, three or four more of. Lee, you sold Amway. I love Amway. I have never sold it, but I've bought it. I love their wash detergent, the and then the um, softener. I love that. We have also used their cleaning supplies. I didn't like their makeup, but yeah, Amway is amazing. I mean, this box of soap detergent, I have one of those for about a year. And I mean, we do a lot of washing, and we have David's workload about once every 14 days. And we have all the clothes, the bed sheeting, the everything. And I can't remember, somebody asked us, so how much, washing detergent do you use in a year? I'm like, well, what is in one of those? 3 kilos, about 6 pounds. And he was like, so that is what you use in a year? Yeah, maybe even more, maybe a year and a half. Like, how can your clothes get clean? You do know that you don't really need a lot of it, right? I mean, when I look at people at how much soap they pour into the washing machines, I'm horrified. That isn't good for the world. Yeah, I have a bunch of Crystal Wave that you would have to pry from my coat daddy and most favorite Tupperware. I know those. Lee, you don't need even half of what you do with the commercial detergent. I have a little coffee scoop from Tupperware as well. That is, I don't even use one of those for a um, 15-pound washing machine. I don't know if you measure yours in how much what clothes you can fit in it, but ours is a 7 kilo washing machine, and I don't even use a full coffee spoon, a coffee measure. Tammy, the new Amway is Melaleuca. I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of that, but I need to buy more softener. I've run out. I just filled in the last. I mix it with water. Anthony, hey, how are you doing, friend? I haven't seen you in a while in here. But yeah, I need to get some more. How are you doing, Anthony? I heard you didn't feel too hot. And how is Apollo? So yeah, I need to buy that. It's so funny. David was just the other day. Oh, it's that time of the year again. We can buy soap for the washing machine, and I was like, oh well, you bought a pack of these soap. I don't know, 2 years ago, and we still have it. Yeah. Anthony's feeling better. You've been sick for about a week or so. We're on a dog walk. Yay! How's the weather over there today? I mean, beside it being cold, we had a beautiful weather. It was just, yeah, really cold. But the sun is out, and yeah, it's beautiful, especially if you're in the sun. I'm having nosy guests soon, I think. My nose is itchy. Maybe it's the yarn, you never know. Tell me, what is going on here? Hang on. I'm trying to figure out if I have a mistake. Tammy, it's chilly. You're also in Colorado. Oh, well, it is chilly here too. It's just the sun has been out and whatnot. And of course, today it hasn't been that cloudy. It's getting cloudier, but we have had the opportunity to see the northern lights the past 3 4 days, and I haven't been able to see anything because, yeah, overcast. We haven't been able to see up into space, so I'm kind of sad. Lee, you have 85, which is 30 degrees. I'm jealous. But you do live in Florida. I mean, but I'm jealous. I want 30 degrees. Yeah. Hopefully, we will even get that in the summer. I really want some warmer weather. But then at the same time, every now and then rain is good. That means I have to water our garden even less. But we do need a week without any rain so that we can go into the garden and get our raspberries in the ground. Yes, we're getting raspberries. One of those, that has two different sorts. It's a red raspberry and a yellow raspberry. So that's going to be interesting. And I'm pretty sure Rosa's going to love it. Alana, mid 80s today in Arizona, but getting colder next week. Brrr. Why is it getting colder? Isn't it supposed to be warmer over there? Well, here it goes up and down and up and down. And every time I'm like, oh yay, it's getting warmer, the world is like, screw you. It's getting cold, and yeah, we're having minus temperatures during the night, and my back is instantly going like, nope, I don't like that. I'm like, yeah, I know, I don't like it either, but do you really have to behave like a child? Melanie, it is 7 degrees, which is 44.6 Fahrenheit here. Cloudy, rainy. Wonder what it is here. Let's see. We do right now have 5 degrees, which would then be what, 42? Maybe? Maybe. We have 5 degrees Celsius. So not not very hot, warm, whatever. It is chilly, especially since we had days a few weeks ago where we had almost 20 degrees Celsius, which was nice. And now it's just cold. Yeah. Hmm. So I'm like, this weekend I haven't been doing any diamond painting since one, I haven't been home, and two, I was busy finishing up for the garage sale. So tell me, do I have a wrong number of stitches all of a sudden? Because this doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. I wonder. Melanie, I'm knitting a dishcloth. It's easy and I can do that mostly without looking at it, except for now when I have issues with number of stitches. So somewhere there is a mistake because I have the right amount of the right number of stitches. I just can't get it to match. So somewhere along here I have a mistake. Maybe I should just. Yeah, it is kind of funny that I keep knitting all of these clothes, dishcloths, because I have a bunch. Well, I don't have a lot, but I do have some. But maybe I should try to sell them. They are apparently quite popular over here, these knitted dishcloths. Maybe I should actually try keep some for myself. I mean, most of every one that I have knitted so far for the past, I don't know how many years, I have given away. I mean, I haven't needed it. Well, I don't know if I've needed it. I've just sold them or gave them away. We have some friends. Whenever she had a birthday or Christmas, I would ask her, what do you want for your birthday or for Christmas? And she would be like, I would love to have some more of your knitted dishcloths. I'm like, well, then, okay. It's basically all she uses in her kitchen, which, it's nice to know that she appreciates them. So she got a bunch of the ones that I knitted a while back. And since then, other people have bought them, and yeah. Anthony, I saw your new picture for the Muka picture you're doing. She is stunningly beautiful. I mean, it's not my colors, but she is beautiful. I need to get down all of my diamond paintings from the bedroom so that I, one, can find the zodiac from Alphonse Muka that I'm gonna do for summer with the masters. That is one thing. And then I have to write names on the bottoms of all of them so that I actually know where what is. Because right now I have no idea where any of my diamond paintings is located. Yeah, I know that they are on top of the dresser. That I know. But where's which painting? That is a very good question. Yeah. So I need to do that. And I might need David's help because I tried finding a little chair that I'm using out in the kitchen, and I could reach some of them, but not all of them. I'm like, I'm too short for this. We have um, two dresses from IKEA on top of each other. So I have like the middle ones, and David has the top ones, and then the bottom one, I think, for his socks, maybe. But I have the ones that's easy to reach, which, yeah. I mean, the top one, this is the top two ones. I can't even, I can't see what's in them, which makes sense that David has those because he can't. So, yeah, it's silly. But I do need help to get up there. So, Anthony, how tired are you of Diamond Art Club by now? Yeah, it is a ton of confetti. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right, Anthony. So, if you don't know, Anthony is a big lover of everything Yume art. And he's like, I am buying it whenever they release it. And I'm pretty sure there has been at least one in every Saturday release for the past 4 weeks by now. And this week there were two. So yeah, Anthony, I was thinking about you. Like, oh no, two more. I do hope that they take a break from Yume art for a while. I mean, there are so many other artists that need some love, I think. But yeah, I just saw, oh, one Yume, yay, people are gonna love that. And then the second one came, and I'm like, okay, so we have two Yume's in one release. That is kind of crazy. But yeah, that's that is a lot of Yume. And who else? I mean, I didn't have any go on my wish list this week, but I did actually have the Yume last week go on my wish list because of the colors. All those purples, and oh my god. I had to put that one on my wish list. I haven't bought anything since March 2nd. So yeah, that is almost 2 months now without buying any diamond paintings. It's not that I'm on a no buy, it's just I haven't seen any that I'm like, I have to have that one. I do have a few that when they're back in stock, okay. One of them is it Wizard Spell? The name is Anthony, I think it is. The one that I will be doing for next year's paint along. And then eventually I will have to get a Question of Reality so that I can join in on that diamond paint along in the fall. Hopefully, I can get my Virgo done rather quickly so that I can be in that event because I want to do my Virgo in September when it's my birthday. I will see. Yeah. I don't know how many will I have been. Um, let's see. I have done two diamond paintings so far, and then we have the zodiac, and depending on when that one is done, I don't know. And then I will do the Virgo, that's 4, and then question of reality, that's 5. So I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 this year, depending on how slow I am for the rest of the year. I mean, Threads of the Universe did only take 3 weeks, so that wasn't really that long. But it was a, I don't know, medium diamond painting. It wasn't that big, at least not in my book. Compared to some of the other diamond paintings that I have, it was a small one, well, medium one. And it did have some color blocking. Anthony, surprisingly, I haven't gotten any since Respire a few weeks ago. It got overwhelming. Oh yeah, I get that. I was like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. Tammy, for my birthday in September, I want to get my supplies for a cross stitch conversion. See, I need to get that as well. Did you know that Sophie, Hannah, and Anthony had a cross stitch conversion event planned, but they had to postpone it? I don't know when they will get to it, but hopefully eventually. But yeah, I need to get my supplies for mine. Yeah. Hang on a second. Talk amongst yourself. Ask Anthony all the questions. I'm sorry. Due to some of the medications that I'm getting, every now and then I have to run to the little girl's room because it's now and not in 5 minutes. Sorry for the TMI. So, Tammy, you're trying to save your drill so you won't have to spend a lot in drill. Wouldn't it be easier to just have all of them the same? I mean, then you have, I don't know, 10% that is Diamond Art Club and then 90% from somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would rather buy all of them from one place. But again, I'm weird. I have my ideas. That's how it's supposed to be. Sorry. But I know other people have done it like that, Tammy. They just save all the drills and then here we go. I have gotten some supplies for my saving the drills thing. I've got these little cards. I hope they're big enough for, dividing the numbers. And then I have these to put on top of these little cards. So hopefully that'll help. Tammy, you had just bought from Dreamer Design. So much of my drills come from one company. Yeah, but I mean, if you have to buy from, I don't know, what's the company on AliExpress? Uh, Evermore? No, I can't remember right now. I haven't tried any from Dreamer Designs. I have heard so much bad about their square drills, so I'm like, yeah, no. I just keep to what I know. But yeah, I do have to try Jetty Gem Shop. Anthony, by the way, do you know why this is? I have been trying to buy one of her kits and then use the code, but every time I'm trying to do it, it says this code doesn't work for this kit. And I'm like, well, it says it's for the entire website. So let me know. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm sitting here like, what did I do wrong? Tammy, Dreamer Designs have come a long ways. You don't have problems. No, it's just recently that I've heard. But again, it's personal taste. It's kind of like I don't do rounds. I just do my squares, which Oh, that's funny. I saw in the VIP group. It has been there quite a lot recently. Actually, I have seen several posts about this. About if squares are harder to do than rounds, and why do people do squares? They seem so hard. And I'm like, you do know that not everybody loves rounds. I mean, yeah. But yeah, we're different. It's okay. I know that I do have to try around again eventually. I'm just not there right now. Plus, I do have a lot of diamond paintings in there that I would love to do before getting into buying rounds. If I ever will. I mean, it's it isn't necessary. I just try to keep it reasonable. I won't have to I wouldn't like to end up like having to do all of them before. I mean, I know that Lisette chose to do it, but oh, it's one of those that you and her did together. Um, the lady that has a head in a basket. It's one of the old masters that you picked out together. Um, I can't remember the name anymore, but I'm pretty sure you know which one it is. But she's beautiful, and I love her, and I would really love to have that one. Melanie, I prefer squares, but it took premium company kits and at least two kits in to say this. See, Melanie, it's kind of fun. When I started diamond painting, I did, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 rounds. And then I tried a square one because I inherited one that, so, oh, my sister-in-law had a friend that whose mom died that did diamond painting, and she had asked my sister-in-law if she wanted this, and she then knew that I was doing it, so I got a bunch of diamond painting stuff from her. And this diamond painting, square diamond painting that has already been started on, um, was one of them. It was two little piggies, and I'm pretty sure it was from AliExpress. I'm quite sure it was. Um, so, and I have heard, like everybody else when I began, that squares was so hard to do. So I was a little, I wonder, and can I do this? And then I started it, and it just went, dug, 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 so fast. And I was like, so why does people say this is hard? I, from the first second, I loved squid drills. They just fit so much better. They're easier for me to place. Um, yeah, I never look back. Even when I bought from AliExpress, and since I'm doing my diamond paintings from premium companies, it's just been even better. Except for, and it's kind of weird, and I haven't contacted the uh, customer service, but on Threads of the Universe, I have popping drills. Yeah, it's not that they pop all the way off, but they just pop that you can see them being a little at a wrong angle on the diamond painting. And I know that every single one of them have been straight down because I rolled it and I run my hand over it afterwards and everything was flush. And then I opened it again because I needed to take a picture. And there was like, I don't know, a bunch of them. Anthony, okay, I just checked, and yes, something seems to be wrong with the code. She has another one right now. Pixel Kit, that will get you the same discount. See, that is, I had an issue with that one too. It said the same. So that isn't really easy, Anthony. I have no idea what's, maybe it's just, a me thing. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. But I can't get them to work. So, yeah, maybe I saw somebody say that, but it shouldn't be a problem now because Threads of the Universe isn't that old. But somebody said that they have, they did the title grit, and then they still use some of the older drills, so that might be an issue. Um, yeah, you tried it and it worked. See, I have to try again. I have to try again, Anthony. But thank you for checking. I'm pretty sure it's a me thing then. Um, but yeah. But yeah, so I don't get it. And I think most of the drills in Threads of Universe are the new ones. Well, not the new ones, because apparently they changed them again. So it's still very, very faceted. I don't know if it's still 20 facets, but instead of that pyramid shape that they have had for the past, I don't know, year or so, they have flattened them again a little bit because apparently people have been complaining that they weren't as nice to touch than the 13 faceted ones. And I'm like, you know what? Anywho, so they're changing them again. So that's going to be fun when I start doing some of my older ones and working my way up. And I'm like, oh, look, this is the old one. Oh, this is the new one. Oh, look, this is the new ones. That's going to be interesting, right? It's kind of like when I'm going back to doing Zodiac, which was one of the very first ones I bought. Mm, I think was it the very first one? No, it was in my second order when it just came out. Um, so that's when did I start buying diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club? 2 years ago, 1.5 year ago. Yeah, yeah, because it's been just about a year since I started my first one. Hmm. Anywho, but that is about 1.5 year old then. Sometimes I'm like, is it really a year and a half ago since I bought my first one? I have to see what my brother wants. Hang on. My brother wants something. Oh, he just wanted to hear if I sold anything. There. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I was like, you didn't sell anything. Well, it isn't my fault. Apparently, it was a thing. Nobody really. I think we had one because they had, a lot of kids' toys and I don't know what else. They had something that, they had so many kids, but maybe it's because that, sorry, um, that they had a lot of their friends coming over, the girls, they had their friends coming over. So they actually sold something. I think they are the house that sold the most out of everybody. But yeah, well, it was okay. I was outside. I got some sun on my face and I got some fresh air. Talked to people. That's a good thing. Yeah, I need to get some walks in. Ooh, I did tell you guys about how I was going to do the Royal Run in May, right? So they have started sending out the T-shirts and the numbers, and I got my T-shirt in yesterday. Yay! So let me know if you want to see it. I will go grab it. So I got my. I had the notice when we were at the confirmation. It was like, you have just received a package in your mailbox. And I was like, what do I get in the mailbox? I don't remember ordering anything that has to go into the mailbox. So I was like, hmm. When I came home and I saw that mail wrapper thingy and it said Royal Run 24, I was like, yay! It's my T-shirt and my running number. Now it can be May 20th, please. Um, Leanne, I've got to take my pups out. I'll try to be back soon. Okay, have a nice walk, Leanne. So yeah. So I got that one in yesterday, and of course I had to try it on right away because it had a round neck, and I was kind of worried that it would be, right up against my no where to be seen neck, and that I would have to go, pulling it down so that I wasn't strangled all the time. But it's actually okay. Not bad at all. I was pleasantly surprised. Mostly, I do have to be careful with buying T-shirts and stuff like that because I can't have them sitting right up at the neck because I do really feel like I'm being choked. And that isn't a very nice feeling, let me tell you that. So I do prefer V-necks or these more open, rounded ones. Those I can do, which is why I also rarely wear regular T-shirts. I have to pull down on the neckline all the time. And I have to say, over here, it's kind of hard to find V-necks. Don, you don't like anything close to your neck either? So I'm not the only one. I seriously feel like I'm being choked. It's horrible. I mean, it's kind of like you could see on that picture with genders in it how weird my neck is. Oh, Anthony didn't even see that one. And maybe others didn't either. The photo with me and my godson. But there you can really see how weird my neck is looking. See if I can find it again. Mm. But I mean, you can see. You can also see that my one side of my neck and shoulder is up higher than the other one. It's always been like that. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, I love it. And he's a handsome young man, my little godson. He had an amazing day, and he had been looking forward to it so much. So the entire family was baptized the same day in 17 because in Syria it wasn't isn't allowed to be a Christian. It can be life threatening to openly admit that you're not Muslim. So they have just kept it quiet. And then when they came to Denmark and they attended a church, they decided to be baptized, all of them. So I became the godmom of the boys. So yeah, Jandas was so he'll be 14 this year. So that's 7 years ago. He was 7, 8 when they were baptized. Yeah. And his baby brother was around 1, and he had a temper tantrum that day. He is born about 2 months too early, his baby brother, and he was sensitive in the beginning. Everything he took everything in. He couldn't um, keep it out. So being around a lot of people and people he didn't know was really rough on him. So he cried a lot, and then coming up to the pastor and him putting cold water on his head, that wasn't a big kid. And there were so many people looking at all of us. standing up there, and nope, he didn't have a good day. But he got his name. Berta! How are you doing? I love your new name, Berta. You only have one pen, one canvas, and one tray because they're all chameleons. They can change shape, size, and color. Yay! And working and licking. Hope you're doing well, Berta. See, that would be nice, right? To have trays and pens and diamond paintings that can be a chameleon. Yeah, it's a joke, but it's a fun one. It's a fun one. At a drop of a hat, right? It's impressive. Mine haven't learned that yet, to be a chameleon. How's the puppies doing, Berta? Yeah, Berta and her math. Don't you know the term girl math, Lee? Girl math is something else. Melanie should be one formerly known as Berta. Involved at all. No jokes involved at all. Babies are good. Oh, I'm happy to hear it. One pen, one canvas, one tray, and four dogs, Berta. Yay, four puppies. You know, Lee, I remember when she was thinking about having three dogs, and she decided against it in the beginning because she was gone so much, right? And now she has four. And like, so you went from two puppies to four puppies. You just skipped number three, and then yeah. Yeah, well, we are talking Berta here. I know, I know. Hang on, what are we doing here? Oh, okay. Yeah. Can you imagine, Berta, if you had to go down to one pen and one tray? Would you even be able to pick if you would, you know? And how about the rest of you? Let's play this game. So if you could only keep one pen and one tray, do you know which one you would pick? Interesting, right? She's throwing darts. Well, maybe. See, that's what I want to know. One pen and one tray. See, now I have to think as well. Um, what would I pick? Melanie knows and Tammy does. See, I would probably pick this one, my small Munimate tray. Probably the one. Better. Yeah, well, so I would keep this one. Oh, yeah, thank you, Don. Please don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help. Oh, that YouTube thingy. So that's the tray. And I think that's the pen. Yeah, this is an Enablers Outpost pen. And yeah, so that's the one pen that I would keep. And that is the tray. if I had to pick and could only choose one. Raylene would choose a wooden pan and a cat-proof tray. Those are good too. And Lee, you don't have a tray, but Lenore does. How does she have a tray and you don't? I mean, a diamond painting tray? Lee has one whip and no stash. I was the same in the beginning. But then I bought from AliExpress and it took forever to get here. So oh, she has a trinket tray. Tammy would keep a NYX lotion tray and a pen I received from a special person. And Anthony would do one large Muni Made and my new diamond pen pal. I haven't seen that one, Anthony. You need to send a picture when you're home again. Melanie, I also gravitate to my favorite one pen and favorite tray, then rotate the others. I work with multiple pens and two trays. I mean, I use multiple pens when I'm doing the diamond painting because I have different sizes of multiplacers. Um, so yeah, I have several that I'm using, but I do only use one tray. And the thing is, even if I have big chunks of multiplacing, I'm still just using this one. I mean, last diamond painting, I used this one, and it was kind of weird to go back to using this when considering the size difference. But yeah, you have the basic tray at the moment. Do you know how long I just had the basic tray, Lee? It took, I don't know, I think maybe 2 years of diamond painting before I got a Muni Made. That was my first custom tray. And I did get a big white tray from that woman I inherited from. Um, but I didn't really like it because it didn't have a spout. Yeah, I need some light. So it didn't have a spout, so I didn't really like it. And then I got a big Munimate tray. And then I got a Bella Nicole large tray from Mary Making Craft. Then I got a cat proof tray from Berta. And I got these two smaller Munimates. I got those from Francesca. And then I bought some Bella Nicole ones myself. Um, Lee, I keep looking and one day will choose a tray that I really want. Just keep looking. You will find it. Melanie, I have a big tray, colored, then a small white one. Yellow dog, yellow dog designs trays are my favorite. Yeah, but they won't. Well, I think they do ship over here, but the shipping, whew, that's crazy. Which is also why I won't get any more um, trays from Bella because the shipping is horrendous. So that's it. And then again, since I just use one tray at a time, how many do I need? Right? I do want a silk white tray eventually. Just because it'll be nice to have an all white tray. And I think I have found a European shop where I can get it from. The only thing is they have the spout out here in the corner, at the side. But I mean, isn't it just a preference that I like to spout in the middle? I mean, it doesn't really matter, I think. It's just a spout. You just need to learn to pour it out. Raylene, you use Bella's essential tray. I don't have any of those. But I do know that a lot of people actually like those essential ones. I hear that from people who got their diamond paintings and then say they love the essential ones. I don't know, they are even smaller than the small ones, right? If I remember correctly. I don't know. I actually do not know. I just like that size. You love it? Well, that's good. But yeah. See, I've been chit chatting for 1.5 hours and I'd forgotten to tell you to hydrate. I'm a horrible host, you guys. Don't forget to hydrate, it's important. Oh, I have to show you. I have caffeine. Yeah, no. Ooh, look. Oh, over here. Those are stickers that you can purchase and then put on your nails. They kind of look like this when you get them. And this is, hang on, where are you, you little bugger? Then you choose the size that fit your nails the best. And then you stick them on your nails. And then you I used the file and then file down and that moved the excess. So yeah, and it's kind of fun because they're not the same, you know? You don't have 10 that looks the same. It's the same with this one. You will get different ones. You'll have nail stickers, Melanie. Coffee tray. And then this is new. Then I found these. This is semi-cured gel nail wraps. So they are thicker than the stickers, and you stick them on your nails. Then you clip most of it off, and then you use a UV light to cure it for 60 seconds, and then you can file them into the shape you need them to be, and you basically have fake nails, click press on nails that will, stay up to, some people say up to 4 weeks. So I'm like, that is a new world. Because some people have told me that plain nails look boring, and I'm like, well, I'm not really into the entire nail polish and whatnot show. I'm not good at it. And since my yarn, blech, my left hand is, well, it's kind of useless because of the no mobilities, because of the lack of the muscle that I have in my left hand. It is pretty hard to do my right hand. So it has to be easy, and I have never been able to put on nail polish that looks remotely good on my right hand. So I needed to find something that was, that was easier and wouldn't look horrible if it wasn't perfect. So I'm gonna try that. And in the spirit of me trying something new, I also tried buying press on nails. I think that's what you did too, wasn't it, Anthony, for your video? Press on nails. But I'm not getting those long ones. I'm getting shorter ones because I'm not into long nails. I mean, if you look at it, this is some of the longest my nails ever get, mainly because they're so soft. I mean, they break if I look at them the wrong way. That's just the way my nails is. Despite me doing all the vitamins and the minerals and whatnot that everybody says, including the doctors, if you do this, your nails will be stronger. And I look at them and go, did you hear that or did you just ignore it like every other time? But yeah. So we're going to try it. And if I hate it, I hate it. And if I love it, I will order more. I mean, of course, if you buy the press on nails, you can use those again, again, and again, and again. But the semi cured ones, you can only use once. So if I love those, I will need new ones. Um, Raylene, I used to get my nails done every 2 to 3 weeks. It's just take too much money and time. Stickers seem to be a good alternative. Are they waterproof? What I do is I put a base coat on first, then I put the sticker on, and then I put a top coat, maybe two coats on top, and you know, um, I don't have any issues. But I can't wait to try these semi-cured ones because with those you just have to avoid water for 4 to 6 hours after you put them on, and they should be perfectly fine. And then if you want to remove them again, you put them in some, lukewarm water, and then you let the glue loosen itself, and then you can use one of those little wooden sticks to pop it off your nails. That's it. Melanie, I look like a 2-year old put nail polish on when I tried to do mine. So nail wraps, it is for me. Press on nails hurt your nail bad. See, I'm gonna try it. When we got married, um, I had a girl do my nails. You know the fake nails. The gel whatever not nails, and my since my nails is so frail. I don't know what. When I had them removed again, my nails was so thin that every time I it touched something, it hurt because it's kind of like it had ripped off 10 layers of my nails or something. They were so thin and frail. So I promised myself I would never do that again. So that's why I like these alternatives because it's not, they're not being billed. So yeah. Um Raylene, go to AliExpress and press in semi cured nail wraps, kind of like this. You can get them real cheap in there. I think $1 or $2 per pack. If you go to Temu, they are more expensive, despite them being the same. But just look for semi-cured nail wraps. Don, you're at 430 subscribers now. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I was a week and a half ago too, and then it dropped down to 427. So I'm like, okay. So I'm just okay. Well, Let's see how long it sticks. But it's kind of cool. You're welcome, Rilling. My biggest issue at the moment is watch hours. I have people clicking in on my videos, but sometimes it seems they just click in to give me the views. But if you don't watch them, I don't get the view hours. So yeah, well, it is what it is, and it's just fine. But I'm trying, get some friends to see, okay, can you please go in? And then when you're on your computer, just put on a whipping chat or something, remove the sounds, and just watch it. Let the computer watch it and then do whatever you're doing because that is helping. But it's okay. And I can't watch them myself because that doesn't count. Bugger. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see what I can get up to. 4:30 is fine. It is. It's like I said, I don't aspire to get to a certain number. Yeah, it was fun to reach 350. And sure, it'll be fun if I ever reach 500. But it isn't, a goal per se. It's, oh, that'll be fun. I know when you reach 500 subscribers and 3,000 view hours, you get some perks like you can get super stickers and stuff like that in lives. But then if you ever want to be monetized, you need the, what is it, 1,000 subscribers and 5,000 view hours. I don't know. I have zero ideas. I have to admit that. I don't really I don't really follow along. It's just okay. I mean, look, if you say I have 430 subscribers and then on my live like this, we're between, I don't know, 10 and 13 most of the time. I mean, sure. Every now and then there's even more, but most of the time we're about 12 to 15. So it isn't a bunch of people anyway, which I don't mind. I don't mind. It's easier to have a conversation with you guys when we're not swarmed with messages all the time. Sorry. Hey Lee, are they going live today at Leather Leatherworks? The name was gone for a second. It's the same earlier when I was to write down my phone number for the transfers if I was selling anything. And I just, stared straight into the air and was like, what are the four last numbers in my phone number? And I was basically just, for a few minutes, I was like, I can't remember my phone number. But then again, how often do I use my own phone number? Very, very rarely, right? I mean, I don't call myself, I call everybody else. So that's just how it is. But people look weirdly at you if you don't remember your own phone number. And I'm like, but I don't call myself. Ask my husband, he knows. and I know his by heart. Kind of like I know his social security number and he knows mine. I mean, back when he tried to cut off his finger, and I called the doctor's office and I just rattled off his social security number. She was like, "Oh, so it isn't for you?" I was like, "No, I did say my husband." Oh, and you just know his numbers? Yes. I mean, sweet, sweet lady. We've been together 21 years. Yeah, 20 and a half year by now. Next month, we've known each other 24. I don't get it. I haven't aged 24 years since I met David. So how can it be 24 years? Can somebody please explain that to me? I made a boo boo on my knitting. Yeah. We talked about that yesterday because a bunch of us haven't seen each other since before COVID due to poor health and whatnot. And then we were kind of like one of the other women who was there. Her daughter she told us she'll be 21 very soon. And then Inge and I just looked at her and then looked at each other, kind of like, she just turned 15. It's like, yeah, no. Melanie, some creators that have lots of subscribers and viewers, in my experience, pay attention to other creators, big or small, not as much individuals. That has been my experience so far. Huh. Disclaimer, Shay Shay is the only one who never does this. I think, I mean, when is you're a big creator? Because I know Anthony is very good too. Even, I I learned of Anthony back when he was on Shay's live the week before I was, almost 2 years ago by now. Um, and I feel like he was the same back then as he is now. So I think it depends on the person, the personality, and then there is, I can't remember who said it. It's kind of like there is this, and this is a horrible word because I don't like it. It's kind of like there is this old clique, and then there's the new clique. The ones that has been on YouTube 3, 4, 5 years now. They know each other and they've been following along since the beginning. And then there is those that have been on YouTube, a shorter amount of time. It's just like high school, yeah. And I mean, support the ones that have supported you. I think maybe for me, it's more who's here. I mean, I don't really look at if you're a regular subscriber, or if you're a one of my creator friends. I don't really care about that. If you're here, yay, I love you for it. And if you're not, I assume that you have something else to attend to that day. But nobody is worth more or less than anybody else. At least that's what I'm trying to. And I have this feeling that I'm doing pretty good at it. Not, keeping people at different levels. At least I'm trying. There are a few that is really great. Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, yeah. But I do agree that it can be hard to get, into the older, I don't know, I mean, into the older channels to, get a conversation. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's luck, um, common interest, common, I don't know what. And then I know from my side of it, it is even harder because I'm not in the US. So it can be harder for me to get in touch with these. I don't know. It shouldn't be. I mean, it shouldn't be because despite of the time difference, people, we can still connect. At least that's my opinion. I mean, I have friends that I talk to on Zoom regularly. That is a tough word. Um, and yeah, we do have a time difference, but sometimes they're up early and I'm usually up late. So, what seems to be the problem here, at least in my mind? I don't really see an issue. But, you know, that's just, that's my opinion. And I'm very, very aware of my opinions being different than most others. And I'm also very aware that I'm a curious busybody. And I ask questions that not everybody like. Um, not out of, sure, out of curiosity, some of it, but also out of sheer interest. Um, and not everybody is comfortable, I have learned, with the subjects that I'm interested in knowing about other people. I want to know how people tick. I want to know, um, why do you think as you think? Why do you do as you do? For instance, do you vote for whomever you're voting for because that is what you have learned? This is what your family and your surroundings, your neighborhood, your state is doing? And then do it without really, thinking about it. You haven't sat down and really thought about, is this the right thing to do for me? Or is this something I do because my parents, my teacher, my friends, my neighbors, my mayor say that this is what I'm supposed to do? You know? Does it make sense? And the same with a lot of other subjects. I mean, it's kind of like I talked to a friend about this the other night. Um, how, for instance, with Christianity, how many people, at least over here, let their children be baptized, even though they're atheists? And then when you ask them, so if you don't believe in God, why is your child being baptized? Oh, well, that's a tradition. And I'm like, so you do it because others have done it before you, but you don't believe in the thing that they do. So why do it? I mean, if your child one day comes and say, I want to be confirmed, they can be baptized. I mean, I went to school with one who was baptized 3 weeks before we were confirmed. So if you don't believe in God and don't believe in what you're saying yes to, why baptize your child? Again, yeah. Melanie, I ask a lot of questions too, out of interest. I genuinely want to know, just like you, Mia, I'm driven by the path to know someone got to how somebody got to a point B. Probably why I'm in human social services. Yeah, I mean I'm too, but I also in that aspect, I'm pretty aware of um, where the line is drawn. I am too as a private person, of course I am. But I just want to know, and even over here, that where it's very, let's say, fair per se, people can get angry if you want to know. For instance, we have a blue and a red wing of the politics. Blue is very conservative, and red is very sociable. They want better health care. They want to take care of the elderly. They want great schools. They want, all these softer things in life. And I I love to know, what makes people vote for what they vote on again. But some people can't, um, they take it as criticism if somebody comes to say, hey, I would love to know, why do you vote for this um, party, for instance? Why do you vote for those? Can you explain? Lee, okay, I gotta head out for a quick break for my next catering job. Okay, Lee, see you soon. Have a great evening. Bye. um, and some people just see it as an attack, which it isn't. It isn't an attack. It's me genuinely want to know. So why do you vote, believe, um, whatever as you do? But apparently, it is uh, not everybody that uh, appreciate that kind of thinking or wondering. I don't know. I'm kind of weird. I know. Mm, okay. Bye, Lee. Yeah, there will be a live for uh, Leatherwork soon in 25 minutes. How many of you have joined their lives, Leopard Leatherworks? And Anthony, if you're still in here, I don't know if you still are, have you tried one of their pens? You really should. You can measure, they have a video on how to measure your finger grip. Um, so you can get a pen that is matching your exact, how you like your pen to be. Mm, Melanie, I was asked to buy someone bread. Symbol. No? White, wheat, mixed, other store brand bakery, any brand small, sliced, thin, thick. The client said, I just want them bread. Sure, and that's the same with me. Bread isn't bread, milk isn't milk. So you have an Anthony, but I need to. They make beautiful pens. And yeah. Some of their uh, blanks will be turned in a specific way, and others, plus you can buy blanks from other places and have them sent to them to be turned. And then they will contact you, to what size script do you want, and do you have a preferred, styling type? Does it need to be a baseball bat or rounded or long rounded endings and all stuff like that? One day I'm going to get one of theirs as well. One day. But yeah. But they make beautiful pens. I would love one day to get a Easter in a pen because I was involved in picking the colors for that um, blank style. It was like Tim chose the base color, and then those of us who were in Discord chose the other colors, and it ended up with an Easter pen because they were all um, what's the word? What's the word? Uh, Pastels. I was like, God darn it! I said it like a gazillion times the past week, talking about threads of the universe. So yeah, everything was being turned into pastel, and it was beautiful. But yeah, they also have a blank that they got from some other guy with the smallest honeycomb pattern in it, and I love honeycomb pattern. I just wish there would be different colors because this is like a blue purple something. Raylene, I'm a believer but not a Mormon. My son followed his dad's religion and is a Mormon. I supported his decision even though my belief doesn't match. He will always have a freedom of religion. Sure. I mean, I remember back when David and I was still sure we were having kids. Um, David has grown up with parents that are free thinkers. He hasn't been baptized, he wasn't confirmed. And if you had asked him, we could have gone to the city hall to be married. He doesn't have a connection to the church. And I, being Pentecostal apostolic, in that church, we don't baptize children either. They are being blessed. They aren't baptized, they're being blessed. So I was, and David was, agreeing. If we ever had kids or a kid, we wouldn't baptize it because he didn't believe in God to do that. And I just didn't, because find me the place in the Bible that says that children is being baptized. You can't find it anywhere. There isn't a word in the Bible that says children was baptized. Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me," and he put their hands on them and blessed them. Something in that, right? So yeah, I would have had our kid blessed. Tammy, I believe YouTube creators are like diamond painting companies. You either like them or not. You find ones you like and believe what they are saying, but don't say something they don't like or agree. Right. Plus, they stay with their own creators, cliques. Sure. Oh, absolutely. I mean, of course, I have the creators that I follow as well. Of course, I do. I do try to go outside of those that I usually watch. I have my two handfuls of people that I follow, and I have a handful that I clearly follow. Those I try to watch every video and stuff like that. and I try to join lives, and but I do try to move out. And if I'm aware of new creators, I do at least give them a follow, because I remember how I appreciated getting followers in the beginning. And no, I don't give a bleep that some of those very new um, creators is having 1,000 subscribers in a month. That's not my issue. I just want to support them while they were still trying to get in there. So yeah, and I'm not. I've been asked about this. So you say you follow along other subscribers. So do you then unsubscribe? I have had very, very few creators, no matter what the subject is, that I have unsubscribed from. Very, very few. And I would have to have a very good reason. They should have done or said something so horrendous that I just can't see myself being around them. Otherwise, I'd be, you stay over there and I stay over there. You have my support. I won't, remove myself, but I don't have to listen to you. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to remove these and then put some of those semi semi cured ones on just to try them. The thing is, I am so not used to have anything on my nails, and then I have, like this one that just has the black at the end of the finger. So what happens is whenever I'm doing something and I'm just out of the corner of my eyes, I see something dark, and I go, "What did I have my fingers in?" Why is my nail so dark? And I'm like, "What did I touch since my I got so dirty?" And they're not dirty. It's just because it's black. Yeah, I made that mistake like 1,000 times within the past week or so. When did I put these nails on? I can't remember. Thursday? Wednesday evening? Yeah, it would have been Wednesday evening because I had them on Thursday. So yeah, Wednesday I put them on. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've had them on for 4 days. I mean, they say they could stay on for about a week, 10 days at least. But yeah, I just wanted. Sorry, I wanted to try them on, and I wanted, to have nice nail for that confirmation, and I did. So yeah, Melanie, I wish the unsubscribe button had an option to put a reason why, like when you decline a meeting. Huh. Tammy, are the wraps waterproof? The stickers? Yes. But I do put, oh, and I think that helps. I do put a top coat on it just to make sure that it's getting more um, waterproof. I'm not taking a chance, so I use it. I also use base coat, but I don't think you need that as much. What you do need to do if you don't use base coat is you need to buff your nails just to remove the fat and dirt from your fingernails. Then you wash them, and then when they're dried, you put on the sticker and then put on um God, the yawning, and then you put on some top coat. At least that's what I've read myself. That's how you do it. I just, put on the base coat and then get a move on. That's me. I have yarn all over the place here. Silly. Okay, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not tired, I promise. Um, 2 hours and 15 minutes we've been going on, and I know that some of you might want to join in on Leopard Leatherwick's live in 15 minutes. So, hang on, I have something in my eye. Thank you. So, let's end it here, and people can go join that live, and who knows, we might see each other in there, or we might see each other in Shay's live in a few hours. Let's see what happens. Oh my god. Yeah, but it was nice seeing everybody here. And I wish you a great week. And I hope to see you next Sunday. And yeah, take care, everybody. Thank you for being here. Bye, everybody. Love you. Bye. Take care. Bye bye.